chills, and that's what I couldn't sleep. That was the worst of it.
Yeah.
That's what makes you feel like you're dying.
Yeah, I didn't sleep at all Sunday night, but I was really worried about this.
My younger brother and I both got a single shot. I was perfectly fine.
To our Lululemon community, on behalf of everyone here at Lululemon, we stand with the Asian community who has been recently impacted by violence and racism. We acknowledge that in the past, we have let our community down by not speaking out, and that is not in our future. We are committed to making real, long-lasting change. The Black Lives Matter movement has impacted us the Black Lives Matter movement has impacted us by difficult conversations with our underrepresented employees, and they have made it known that we have to make change. Those changes have started with our CEO hiring a head of global diversity, equity, and inclusion, and he has also donated an extra $5 million into that program every year. Lululemon is expanding our training, learning, and development in support of diversity, equity, and inclusion. Those employee training programs have started in October of 2020. Finally, we have donated an extra $3 million into our social impact program, Here to Be. We are actively trying to help our community through mindfulness and advocacy. We hope that our community sees that we are committed to diversity, equity, and inclusion, and we also hope to end all forms of discrimination. For more information, visit our official Lululemon website. Thank you.
Okay.
I got thrown off because we were talking, and then I just wasn't ready.
Okay. That is fine. The only thing I would say is, like, obviously, like, yeah.
I was thrown off, so I needed to just probably restart it, but it was
Yeah,
fine.
so I thought you would just probably get it better at the same time. But what I
Yeah.
was thinking is, when you start listing things, you can take a bigger pause in between them,
Okay.
or use like a downwards tone. You're like, this is the end of that. Thirdly, because like it was also like you stuttered, so like I didn't have that, but I couldn't tell, like it was like 1, 2, and 3 went like really quickly.
Okay. Like my main points, or like when I was listing stuff?
Your main points. It was
Okay.
just like separation of thought, because they were kind of like chunked together and chunked together. So I'm like, even like if you take a bigger pause and then keep going, or use your tone to be like, this is the end of that.
Okay.
And next, like, yeah, so like restart like the next thing with a higher pitch maybe, because I was just like,
Okay.
oh, this is a separate list item.
Okay.
Okay. Just,
Yeah, I got thrown off in the beginning, and then it just messed me up the whole time.
okay, so likewise, when we say action, you don't have to just like,
Okay.
like that instant, which is,
Okay.
that just means, hey, we're ready to go, we're rolling. So take a moment, get your position the way you want it to be, make eye contact with the camera, then start. Remember, when we're editing, we're just going to chop all that off
Okay.
and throw it away. So you don't have to just immediately
Okay.
go, okay?
Yes.
So you did a good job of using gestures. I felt like you were trying to do specific things at certain times, and then when you didn't do them, they kind of messed up what you were talking about. So it was like you would get halfway through a gesture and then kind of stop. So make sure that whatever gesture you're doing is just kind of a natural outgrowth of what it is that you're trying to say. Slow down and breathe. Take a deep breath before you begin. You're kind of running out of oxygen, and you're running out of air to push through your vocal cords. So if you kind of slow things down, if you start to kind of feel that you're a little nervous, give yourself a pause. Like Liv was saying, it's like inserting a few pauses in between is going to make it seem like you're emphasizing certain points.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
All right. Here we go.
Does it turn out to rock before?
Okay.
action.
To our Lululemon community, on behalf of everyone here at Lululemon, we stand with the Asian community who has recently been impacted by violence and racism. We acknowledge that in the past that we have let our community down for not speaking out, but that is not in our future. We are committed to making real, long-lasting change. The Black Lives Matter movement has sparked impactful and difficult conversations with our underrepresented employees, and they have made it loud and clear that we need to make change. Those changes have started with our CEO hiring a head of global diversity, equity, and inclusion, and investing $5 million into those programs every year. Lululemon is expanding on learning, training, and diversity, equity, and inclusion into those programs as well. Those employee training programs have started in October of 2020. And finally, we have donated an extra $3 million into our social impact program, Here to Be, to start actively helping our community through mindfulness and advocacy. We hope that our community sees that we are dedicated and committed to diversity, equity, and inclusion. And we also hope to help end all forms of discrimination. For more information, please visit our official Lululemon website. Thank you.
Yeah, that was just loads better. Like once you just run it through and you
Yeah.